Hey y'all, this is Jessica with Bless Your Heart. Let's make a SpongeBob tumbler today. We're going to start out with a 30-ounce skinny from Stainless Steel Depot, and I'm going to use these 4 sheets of vinyl from the Glitter Guy. They are Bottoms Up, Hi, I'm Patrick, Jelly Pals, and Sponge. For the design today, I just cut 4 equal triangles. I'm going to start with the sponge vinyl on the very top, and I'm going to just basically start like I'm doing a V-split. And since the 30 ounce is so wide, we do have very little overlap until we get to the side pieces. I use the hinge method, and I'm just going to make sure that everything is straight as possible, and we're just going to lay all this vinyl down. One of the things that I'm trying to focus on with this, since I'm doing 4 separate sheets of vinyl, is to keep those points as balanced as possible. I will not have perfection, and I'm okay with that. I'm going for balance and cohesiveness. When we get to these side pieces, they are cut even with the other 2, but they're not going to lay the same. So we are going to have to do a little bit of trimming and a little bit of finagling, but you're still going to do the hinge method, and you're still going to put it on the exact same way. You're going to see here as it comes down that we have overlap to those other sides, and that's okay. We'll take our super sharp craft knife and we will trim those off. Once we have all 4 of these pieces of vinyl laid, then we're going to go in and we're going to finish up all of those seams and make everything nice and crispy as possible. We are going to use an edge trimmer on the bottom and the top, and we're not going to finish out the bottom on this cup. Now for those seam edges where all that vinyl comes together, you do want a brand new blade in your craft knife. It will tear the vinyl if it is not super sharp, but you just want to go along the line of the lower piece of vinyl, the piece of vinyl that's underneath. Follow that all the way to where you cannot cut anymore, and carefully remove that top piece of vinyl so you don't lift that bottom piece. Once you get all your seams cut, check out your handiwork because you're making a super cute cup so far. For the vinyl striping, this is how I cut my vinyl striping. I just cut it all at once and keep it in my drawer. For this one, I'm going to use the middle size, and I'm going to put it on every angle of these 4 triangles. As you can see, that striping doesn't go all the way to the end of the cup, so I'm going to pull out my last sheet of stripes that I cut, and there's just these little pieces that I have cut off of overflow or overhang or whatever, and they're going to work out perfect to finish out my striping, and then I'm going to move on to the next step. For my first layer of epoxy, I'm going to add just the tiniest amount of Cullen to my epoxy. For my decal, I just hopped on over to Google and typed in SpongeBob quotes, and this was one of the ones that I found that I really liked. The font is Krabby Patty from Creative Fabrica, and I'm going to use the parchment method to put my actual decal onto my offset like I always do. You want to leave a little bit of overhang to kind of give you an anchor. Once you get it lined up, you slip the parchment out, squeegee everything together, and place it on your tumbler. I just wanted to show you that hint of shimmer that Cullen adds. It's nothing major. So I'm going to go in and put this decal over my seam. Once I get it laid, I'm going to make sure it's all pressed down real good, and then I'm going to epoxy until smooth. And here we go. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me today. I hope to see you again soon. Bye.